Hello, hope you're doing well. Dennis here. So today I wanted to record a video explaining how you can train customer agent with your previously solved tickets. At the end of the day, this is a process that does not happen automatic because it is intentional. Sometimes support reps can provide erroneous replies. I have done it in my previous support experience, and anybody else can do it because at the end of the day, we're humans. So the process, if you want to train HubSpot customer agent based on your previously ticket data, my recommendations are the following. First of all, one, export your ticket data. When exporting your tickets, if we go into HubSpot, for example, here, as you can see, we're going to view all our tickets and we would have the ability to export them. However, my recommendation would be that before exporting it, filter them. You probably want to filter the tickets that have a high CSAT. Perhaps they have a high NPS. So as you can see, we can have here multiple survey properties. So depending on the system you're using, if you're coming from an external tool into HubSpot, or if you're using HubSpot already, you're going to want to filter your tickets based on the best ones that are resolved. So you're going to export all your ticket data. That means that once you have exported it, you have all your ticket information in a CSV file. For example, in a HubSpot use case, you'll probably need to use the engagements API to extract conversation data. But depending on the system you use, you'll follow one process or another one. So once you have exported your ticket data, what you're going to do is you're going to use an LLM, like, for example, Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, to cluster your tickets, to maybe divide them by frequently asked questions. For example, divide these tickets maybe by categories and then kind of group all the information. So the goal here is that you're going to obtain a file that you're going to add it into customer agent to train the customer agent. And you're also going to use it for your internal tickets assistant. So how this looks like in HubSpot, for example, if we go into the portal, here I will have the ability to open customer agent. In this tab, you can go into content sources, and once you have your file with all your tickets, all your frequently asked questions, you can go into add content and you can upload a file. When uploading a file, our personal recommendation is that that file is formatted as a markdown or maybe as JSON. That is easily done via an LLM to format this data. The goal is that these formats are easier to read for other LLMs like your customer agent, so he will find the answers quicker. Once you have imported the file, my recommendation is that you do not cite it. So you mark it as private. The goal of this is that customer agent will not share the document with all your questions. So it will not share all your ticket intelligence, but it will only provide the replies to what your customer is looking. And this is how you're going to train customer agent based on your previously solved tickets. The second recommendation would be adding this content into the knowledge vaults. So at the end of the day, in HubSpot, you can have internal knowledge vaults, like, for example, my support internal vault. And here, as you can see, I can add this same document as a PDF or maybe in any other file. And the goal of this is that, for example, when I am working daily, let's say customer agent is not interacting with my customer, but maybe I have a doubt about how to solve a question. So I could go here into my internal FAQ and ask, how do I solve an SSO ticket? So based on this question, what the internal assistant is going to do is going to review my document, and it's going to give me the process that it was followed in the past. So as you can see, this file is not only going to be useful for automatically solving and deflecting your new ticket volume, but it's also going to be useful for any other support rep who has doubts about how to solve a specific ticket process that was previously solved in the past. So hopefully this video is helpful. First of all, to help you understand how to make the most out of your ticket data from HubSpot or external systems. Second of all, how to train customer agent on that data. And third of all, how to upload it to your custom assistant so your reps can reuse that information in the future.